It's very obvious how you can't do that, right? It's the consensus, not just me. Community speaks for itself. So if a huge group of people are acting stupid and saying dumb things, you will fall in line. Okay. Well, you know, that's probably the average person, though. So you are not alone. I think the YouTube is live as well. Zynal, hello. Tui, hello. Tui, you would like less characters. Well, they have to add they have to add more content and characters. Fahkumram was not my first pick, but he was sort of my mid pick. I don't mind it too much, although he can be annoying to play against. But to me, Red Alert would have been like Lucky Chloe, Katarina, Lei. That would have been Red Alert for me. Fahkumram is not Red Alert, he's just mid. And good pick for me would have been like Armor King, Ancient Ogre, Kazumi, stuff like that would have been super hype, in my opinion. Yeah, Curse, like Lei, I would have gone like, yeah, great, another character I never want a rematch. Like, oh wow, StreamerBot seems to be working, even at 7 AM. Accept the facts. You should. Thanks for Prime, I appreciate that. Oh, IMOP is here. Hello, sir. Do you think underwhelming DLC characters can kill the game's player base? Nothing is gonna truly kill Tekken 8's player base. Like, people like to say it's dead, it's dead, it's dead. But to be fair, I hear that sentiment on Dead by Daylight. The game's dying, the game's dying, the game's dying, when Dead by Daylight is doing fine. Dota player base. The game's dying, the game's dying, the game's dying, the game's doing extremely well. Tekken 8, while the player base has gone down, which is alarming, if you compare it to Tekken 7 at the same point in time, it's still doing well. And the thing is, if Tekken survived Tag 2, I mean, does anyone truly believe the game is going to die? And honestly, the same people saying the game is going to die, they say that all day long on the internet, and then they boot up Tekken and play it. It's just, I don't know, like, I think the best thing you can do if you dislike the current state of the game is to not play the game, and that's reflected again in the player count. And yeah, Slain Reigns, thanks for 9 months. We just had a baby boy. They announced matchmaking changes. Hope it fixes online this time. Well, I'm sure you read what they were, but they were more regarding, you know, people not being able to find matches in higher ranks. Which is only natural because it's so hard to get a high rank now. But they want to make it easier to leave blue ranks. So it's going to be easier ranking up in blue ranks. But we'll see. We'll see. Bagoosh. Bitching is all they can do. Well, you know, Season 2 deserved a backlash, and the developers got a backlash. Like, no one liked it. And it was nice to see at EVO Japan that you could tell that they felt that. There was no fanfare going up on stage. It was just like heads down a little bit. You know, you could tell they had felt community feedback on Season 2. Men tjena Victor, är det bra med dig? How was my weekend? Almost a shut-in, only streaming. But yesterday very nice, went to stadion and Willem did a tough Viking with his cousin. A hinderbana where we run around the stadion. That was really cool. I hope you've had a good weekend, Victor. Wait, and this goes live tomorrow. This goes live tomorrow, the new patch. That's cool. You did Tough Viking on Saturday. Oh, right, they did the adult one. How long was it? The one for adults? Oh, wait, there's no value? Det var faktiskt ganska starkt av honom, tyckte jag. Han var så duktig. Han var så duktig. But customization is horrific. Dude, if you're scared, look away. Am I terrorizing you now? Oh no! The murder bunny. Do I think wall splatting heat smashes should not exist? I think they should exist. In that Heihachi should be able to do it, but no one else. So Heihachi basically keeps his heat smash, this one. But no one else has this. I think that's how we balance this game. Oh, sorry. Sometimes when I restart my PC, it fucks up my OBS default settings. There we go. Wait. Dr. Chester, what's up? This should obviously stay. Not even a Windows update, dude. Oh, my playlist. I really liked it too, but you know, as soon as I made the move to YouTube, can't really do that shit anymore. Unfortunately. Surya. How do I feel about Fahkumram? A bit mid. I expected he would come back. Hope they do a good job with the gameplay. I think, where was the redesign? They just added a Muay Thai headband and stuff on his arms, right? So that I felt was a little bit dull. I expected a new look, but he just looks like Tekken 7 Fahkumram with a headband. So I would have wanted a cooler redesign. But oh well, I hope they do a good job. He seems more ripped as well. Dude, I don't think you can get more ripped than he was in Tekken 7. He's probably the same look. I mean, he's fucking huge in Tekken 7. Early stream. Dude, I always do early stream. Surya. Hello, Richard. Have I seen Baki? No. I've seen a couple of clips on YouTube, but you know, it looks like an anime, generic anime. Good morning. My god, Fahkumram is in the chat. We're so happy. Everyone is so unanimously happy to have you back. Oh, Yukikaru, stop being so childish. I've spoken very highly of FMA Brotherhood, Akira, Berserk, Golden Ark. Stop being so childish. Just because someone dislikes your favorite anime or Attack on Titan doesn't mean I dismiss anime as a whole. You gotta stop looking at everything so black and white, dude. Baki is ass. Again, I haven't watched it, but just I've seen a couple of clips on YouTube, and it just looks kind of dumb. But you know, I think of a lot of anime for teens. They just are kind of dumb, and that's okay.
I choked and walked out awkwardly, but at least I got a photo TMM chat.
You choked and walked out awkwardly. Yeah, he has a bit of aura and presence, Lord Harada. Thanks for 13 months, Mr. Black. Well, you got your Devil Gem buffs, though. With Season 2. Go watch One Punch Man. I watched one episode, and I just didn't like it that much. I mean, you know... for how long is it fun, the gimmick of I kill everyone with one punch? It's just, I don't know. To me, I just feel like if you want to watch an animation and it's about superheroes and shonen, just watch Invincible, in my opinion. It kind of dumpsters the competition. Another 40 win streak incoming. Man, I hope so. I'm getting better with Heihachi, but I realize, like, Heihachi reminds me in Tekken 8 of, like, Fengwei. To be truly effective with Heihachi, you need to use his entire move list, I feel. Whereas in Tekken 7, he was like, you know, the 5 attack dude. 5 attacks, and that's it. Am I gonna go through Ni's gameplay? Well, I have already done, we watched Grand Finals, and that was, you know, defensive perfection. Dumb fun is totally fine, not everything needs to be as deep as a Kubrick movie. No, I get that, but there's good dumb fun, and there's bad dumb fun, in my opinion. But, you know, it's subjective anyway. Thanks for the donation, Adam. Your biggest mistake video is my favorite video. God, I hear that a lot. I just posted that. I mean, I randomly got into it on a stream. I mean, how many years ago now? 5 years ago? I still hear all the time from people, oh, I really liked that video. I really liked that video. Which is super fucking wholesome. Have I ever made a character difficulty tier list? Absolutely I have. Absolutely I have. Have I watched The Last of Us? I watched season 1 and I didn't like it. I loved the first gay episode with the dudes. What's his name? Nick Offerman. That was my favorite episode of a show. I got super invested. But I never got invested in Ellie and Joel. I just didn't give a shit. I didn't like the show. Boku no Pico. I don't even know what it is. What about the games? I've never played a Last of Us game. But you know, I hear they're classic. But if, you know, I of course know of the story of the game. I've had that spoiled a million times. But I do hear about The Last of Us 1 that while it is in the mainstream, according to the mainstream audience, it's one of the most well-told stories ever in a video game. But the gameplay was dated already on release. That's something I hear about the game. Yeah. Do you play non-fighting games very much? Like, very rarely. You know, my stream is about Tekken. Used to be about Dead by Daylight as well, but then that patch went through Season 2 times 10. And I was just like, I can't with good conscience keep playing this game. I just can't. So I dropped Dead by Daylight. Then I've tried Street Fighter 6 a bit, but Tekken is the better game in my opinion. Not that I'm gonna fully drop Street Fighter. It's just that, you know, with Season 2, there's been so much happening with Tekken that you want to pay attention to Tekken. I like Dota a lot, but it's almost impossible to get into Dota. I also like, you know, playing games like Resident Evil, Dark Souls. So that's something I'm gonna try and do more. I want to play more Space Marine 2 when I find the time. Love Warhammer, love Space Marine. I do want to try the Expedition 33 game, which was very generously gifted to me by a viewer. So I do want to try that when I have time. It's just that right now I want to try and focus on Heihachi, get good with Heihachi, play ranked with Heihachi. We have still 20 people who have signed up for coaching on this channel, waiting for that. So it's not easy for me to get distracted with other games right now. Yeah. Elden Ring Night Rain. Yeah, that one I will absolutely try. Yeah, absolutely. What bug did you get, Erika? Someone told me with the latest patch, there are a million bugs yet again now in DBD. It's just super bugged again.
Good to see you, sir. Any chance of playing Lee someday?
Oh, was that 25 bucks? Dude, that's super kind, Berserker. That's very kind. You want to see Lee? I've been thinking of maybe playing some Lee, to be honest. Playing him in ranked. Do want to experience the new, you know, the nerfed Lee.
Get ready for the next battle.
But also, I get a bit... It is a bit tiresome to hear people say, you know, he's the biggest underdog now. And to be honest, that can be debated. He's the weakest character, but is he the hardest? Like, there's so much BS you can throw at the opponent, even with the weakest character in the game. He has a pretty decent win rate online. He's towards the middle of a cast in win rate. So, you know, I do want to take him online. Yeah, you know what? I'll take him online the coming days, maybe even today. Can play some ranked with him and just maybe show that it's not that as difficult as people think. Like, if you want, you know how I told you guys, like, Kazuya is torture right now? Like, I just want to show something that I saw yesterday off stream. You have to understand, I've been playing Kazuya for, I mean, how long? Close to 30 years. Like, and I have a very strong Kazuya. So what is it like playing Kazuya in ranked in Season 2? Do you see my ranked match win rate with Kazuya? 49.87. No, 0.88. It's a hard 50%. Slightly below. That's my ranked win rate with Kazuya. And I have a very strong Kazuya. Like, when I told you guys that he doesn't fit Season 2 meta, like, that's in numbers how difficult this character is to play. Heihachi sits at 71% ranked win rate. Longest ranked match winning streak, 12 matches. Kazuya, longest streak, 7 wins. That means Kazuya is mid-tier. No, it just means Kazuya, for many reasons we could get into, Kazuya is the hardest character in the game right now, in my opinion. Like, I would even say by far. It's not Steve, it's not Lee, it's Kazuya.
Will you shut up, Hellas queuing all over my pants and oozing hot juices out of my hair?
Yo, French B, thanks for 51 months. I really appreciate it.
Juvenile cute face and that sexy stash.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Season 2 is all about offense and lockdown, and Kazuya sort of can't do that. Unless he gets you with a Patricide Fist, like on Wake Up or Forward 4, he's just not locking you down. He also has, of course, a low poke in Damage 4, which gives frames. It's almost a busted low poke, but what he severely lacks is doing this from a quick mid. Like poking, or when, you know, most characters right now have strong homing options into plus frames. That's just not Kazuya. And also, stance rushdown is... You'll note that most of the strongest characters have access to, like, stance pressure. Kazuya doesn't do that at all. So just the lack of poking is a big problem. The lack of oppressive lockdown is a problem for him in Season 2. And then also the fact that your opponent has 20 extra HP, which is a change I love. It's been better for the game, going from 180 HP to 200 HP. But the problem for Kazuya, and almost only Kazuya, is that means he needs to take yet another big risk. Always been a pretty unsafe character, and it just means he has to win another 50-50 interaction to close out the round. And you really feel this. A certain number of interactions that would have closed out a round before no longer closes out the round, and you yet again have to win an interaction with this character. Typically means doing something unsafe. Like going in like this, maybe even landing a hell sweep. You really feel that. And that's a big problem for this character. Another huge problem is that the character relies a lot on defense, and conventional defense has a bad power crush, which doesn't sound that bad, but Season 2 relies a lot on power crushing. A lot of characters do such unbelievably oppressive stuff that you'll see pro players use either a power crush or a rage art or a parry to get out of a situation. Kazuya's power crush is shit. His backswing blow is kind of fucking shit. It doesn't cover a lot of ground. So Kazuya will rely a lot on conventional defense. Like sidestep. Can I sidestep? Can I duck? Can I punish this? Can I backdash this? Conventional core Tekken defense. And that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the Kazuya player, or any person trying to use conventional defense in Season 2. Need just showed you a masterclass in that at EVO Japan. So the thing is, if you are on that level, I still believe Kazuya is a very strong character. With his 10 frame, his 13 frame, his 11 frame, his twin piston. Like, that stuff is so fucking good. But if you're not on the, like, pro level, Kazuya is just so insanely difficult to make work in Season 2. It's just... you almost want to tear your hair out in certain matchups when you're getting pressured. So it's just the lack of defensive options. And then when you do get your turn, you get that knockdown. It's just as soon as you lose your turn again, be it with a blocked steel pedal at -9, or God forbid you get a blocked hell sweep, or whatever, or I do this, you know, as a mid-homing, right, on wake up, and then it's blocked, and you're back to neutral. Fuck, you really lost momentum now. Because again, you don't have an easy lockdown. And it's so easy. Like in Season 2, you always want to feel it's your turn. You know, and Kazuya, he shows, you know, for a criminal mastermind and the evil devil, is a very honest guy, you know, considering how evil he is. It's just, it's, Kazuya respects his opponent a lot. And as soon as they are not on the ground, he's not a bloodhound anymore. He just falls back a little bit. Granted, he has, you know, he has one of the best heats in the game. He really does. And he'll go at it with this stuff. But this is yet another thing I've also felt that hurt him a bit going from Season 1 to Season 2. Again, I'm not saying here that Kazuya is a weak character. He is strong. What I'm trying to explain is that you have to be so unbelievably god tier at the game to make it work. And he has the lowest win rate in the game, and I think that reflects that. You have to be insanely skilled to make this character work. But another notable nerf that I felt is down back 1-2 was the go-to lockdown a lot of Kazuyas would use in Season 1. You did down back 1-2 almost specifically at the wall. And again, this is a confirm. So if I see this hit, take my wall combo. If it's blocked, I can hold forward on reaction and make it safe, of course, by heat dashing out of it. +5. Problem is now that you almost don't want to do this anymore because, well, this used to do 17 damage, right, on block with chip. So this was sort of a win-win, worth going for Kazuya. Especially also early Season 1, where this would wall crush at the wall and he would get +17 and he can do his big wind-ups. Because Kazuya typically needs a lot of frames on his moves, like typically 20 frames. And +5 is not gonna really cut it for Kazuya, but still, you got 17 damage. But now that, you know, chip damage is so down, which is a great thing for the game, you know, less chip damage is a huge plus for me, but I'm just saying that this isn't really worth it anymore. Like, no, you'd rather stay in devil form. Maybe try a Devil Fist Wall Splat instead, or many other options you might have, right? So that is also something you feel, and this gave Kazuya a dimension of lockdown, right? And again, I just want to stress that you're gonna say, oh, lockdown with Patricide Fist, which is a crazy move, don't get me wrong, but it loses to stepping to both sides. Right? And it is very slow. So you gotta be a little bit careful how you use that attack. Right? I'm just saying, Kazuya is very committal in a game where characters are not committal at all. At all. And have relentless mix-ups and strong poking. And you really feel that when you play Kazuya. So... why do I play Heihachi? It's because Heihachi is the opposite of Kazuya. Heihachi has lockdown. Heihachi can't check his opponent, albeit not as easily as he did in Tekken 7. You need to think a little bit more. But Heihachi, you know, just from a strong jab, he has layers of offense. He can do single jab, He can do jab, jab, and threaten a flash punch. He can do jab back 2, which is high mid, -2. I can do this, which is +5, which is jab interruptible. I can do this, and if you try to jab now, you get launched. You know, Wind God Kamei. Where we have a lot of different options that are all option. We can option select quite a bit of that, but you know, it's interesting stance stuff.
Thanks for all your help.
Dude, thank you so much for 30 bucks. That's super kind of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm just happy you like the content, dude. Thank you. So Heihachi can check his opponent pretty easily, and he has layers of offense. Like for example, I can do this, down for 1-2, and the down for 1 might be -5 on block, right? But the extensions are still good. Like down for 1-2 charge, that's a natural 33 damage. Natural. From 13 frames. On block, this deals 9 damage. But again, there's layers to this one as well. The follow-up on block is quite slow, so they can jab, interrupt, or sidestep. So here you can do no delay to catch them out. But now you'll be -13 instead. You'll be -13. You can also do down for 1-1. Second hit tracks a ton. Second hit tracks a ton. Not the first hit, but the second hit. And then there's all kinds of other types of offense we can get into, like strings like this, Raijin stance is a very interesting stance. To get frames, we can do something like this. We can go at the wall to show this. +8 into Raijin. Headbutt, +8 into Raijin. This character is like very varied in terms of offense, and also has the electric. Has the electric as a back 4, it's a safe counter hit launcher. That's death on whiff. But if you're very good at how you utilize it and place it, it's a very good move. And also, I like how it hits very close to the ground, like that. But another reason Heihachi... So, Heihachi has a significantly higher degree of control than Kazuya does. And he is also one of the characters that's afforded a heat smash, a mid-heat smash, that wall splats, and is a W on block as well. Because now you get +10 into Raijin stance. It's very nice having stuff like this. Very nice. Again, control. But again, you gotta be so careful with Heihachi because none of this stuff has tracking. So the way Heihachi plays his mid-range is that here, he's careful. Kazuya has a stronger mid-range due to Devil Fist, combined with the electric, due to Devil Fist tracking. Heihachi doesn't have that. So Heihachi farts around a little bit here, has electric, which is amazing, but he's looking more so to slowly make his way into here, and now he starts his stuff. Heihachi is more like range 0. And just stuff like, is he doing forward 4 alone? Is he doing forward 4 into stance? You know, he has a lot of variety to his offense. But another amazing thing, which makes Heihachi so nice to play, especially in Season 2, is that he has layers to his defense. Where Kazuya plays conventional defense, which Heihachi also does well. Heihachi has a... If you're -10, he can wall splat you. If you're -12, you can so easily eat this for 60 damage. Again, that's not guaranteed, but most people try to get back to their feet, so I typically get 60 damage here from a 12 frame. You know, so he plays conventional defense well, but then he has a power crush which has a fuck ton of reach. It's slow, but it's got a fuck ton of reach, which is very nice. -13 on block, and then of course, so amazing, and especially in Season 2, he has a 1 million active frames parry. I mean, you see how early I start my parry? It still parries. Heat engager. And here you can do your stuff, right? Like, I'm sure you understand when there are characters in the game who have such suffocating mix-ups that even when you block a mix-up, you're in another mix-up already. You know, like Lars, block the stomp, he's winding up the next mix-up. How nice is it to just have something like this in this game? So unbelievably nice. And I also punch Sabaki, which wall splats. Super nice, right? So it's like there's layers to offense, there's lockdown, there's layers to defense. Like Heihachi just feels very good to play. He just feels very good to play. And then of course we have very high damage. Problem is we don't have lows, but we don't need lows that much, in my opinion, if we know what we're doing. Heihachi still has decent like chip damage if someone blocks this, for example. Again, it is jab interruptible, but chip damage. This also does 9 chip, as I told you. CD3 is a really good move, plus 11. Chunk does chip. So if we just get the opponent to respect us a lot, we can get a lot of, you know, damage. And you know, he almost rivals Kazuya's perfect electric damage with CD4. Oh, sorry, with back 4. If I don't use any oh god, I'm not gonna use any resources here. Okay. Okay. I can't do a basic combo. Whee! I did it! Okay, so no resources. But still like 94 damage from back 4. No resources. If I use my heat, I can go up to like 110. And of course with a wall, a bridge, thanks. With a wall, it's gonna hurt even more, right? And all of this is not even mentioning Ultimate Heihachi. Like if you know what you're doing with Ultimate Heihachi, you know how it's God mode. Like Hell Sweep but safe on block. Giga broken. Hidden Wind Godfist is safe on block. So you can just do this. -3 by the way. You can do stuff like this. Just over and over. No risk. Fort 3 is +1. And then of course, Demon Breath. Arguably the best option. Does a lot for his combo damage as well. So this is without resources. 92. So 92 without resources. So from back 4... God, what am I doing wrong? Okay, thank you. We're looking at 101. But yeah, it has to be said, but I underrated the headbutt quite a bit. I've been using it very successfully lately. It loses if they duck, you're dead. If it has no tracking as well, so if it's step to either side, you're dead. But if you use it on like wake up, really try to be smart about your placing. Like the frames are pretty insane. +8 into your strongest stance, where you have your guard break. So yeah, it's just Heihachi feels much better to play, to me. Feels much better to play. You have a lot of options, he's super fun, there's a lot of variety. Kazuya sort of lives and dies with the pilot, like the player's defensive skill and matchup knowledge. And he lives and dies by his 50-50, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, Kazuya is really strong. He's really strong. But, yeah. I do think Heihachi is the better character. Yeah. But so yeah, that's just why I personally prefer playing Heihachi right now. And why Kazuya has been really painful actually to play lately. He's super fun, Kazuya, but it's kind of painful. Kind of painful. Be gone. Yo, Monsieur Booba. Wolf teaser trailer. I just want to see some gameplay. I just want to see some gameplay. Oh, you play Heihachi more than Lee right now, Edika. I'm just saying, like, if you want to get depressed, play Kazuya. Hey, thanks, Zigan. Yeah, but to be honest, you know, had I played Kazuya against you, I think you would have beat me. Yeah, you would have beat me. Yeah. Oh, FM, there's nothing boring about Kazuya, it's just that it's excruciatingly difficult. While your opponent is just doing things, you're trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while someone's punching you in the face. That's playing Kazuya. But okay, let's do player matchars. Maybe when it's so early though. You know what? I'm just gonna boot up I don't think I made a video on Tekken 7 Fahkumram, right? I think I'll just go over that character quickly for YouTube. You mean if I'm gonna play King Zigan? No. I'm just gonna stick to Heihachi for now. The only thing that's hard about Kazuya is punishing with electrics. Harmonator, you don't understand the Tekken or Kazuya, in my opinion. You just don't, with all due respect, you don't know what you're talking about. To people like you think that execution is what makes something difficult, because all you understand is execution. Everyone understands that. This is a hard sequence of button presses. It's much harder to understand theory and game plan. That's much harder to grasp. That's why you think the hardest thing about Kazuya is that you can't buffer electrics. I just tried to explain what makes him difficult, and I didn't even mention execution, right? There he is. Fahkumram. My god, guys, it's Fahkumram. Fahkumram.
To the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Fahkumram.
Fahkumram.
Will you shut up, Hellas Group? Good morning.
Hazuki, dude, good to see you. You're at 86 months. That's gotta be the longest you've been subbed to a streamer, right? Or do you have Amarant at 200 months? You degenerate. Thank you so much. Where's my mouse? What's up, guys? MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and welcome back to Tekken 7 Revisited. Well, just now that Fahkumram is coming out for Tekken 8, he is the second Season 2 DLC. Imagine the third DLC is like Marduk. Oh my god. Tekken 8 is gonna be an even better place. But so, he's coming out, Fahkumram. Our beloved Muay Thai character from Thailand. I was thinking we could just take a look at him in Tekken 7 and see what he was all about. He was an original character for Tekken 7. He came out with Season 3 after Leroy. And, you know, we're talking a lot about Season 2 now, but Season 3 of Tekken 7 was unbelievably bad. That's when we had to, they released we didn't have frame data. People forget this, but we actually didn't have frame data in this game, this box here, until Season 3. And we had to pay $6 for the frame data, which any other fighting game had already. And then they buffed Akuma and Geese, and everyone was like, well, wait, hold on, Bandai Namco. Those characters are utterly broken. They 2D jump over our down for ones and then death combo us. And the balancing team was like, buff! Hi! Everyone was like, I'm sorry? And then they released Launched Leroy, who killed you by looking at you. Sugar, you just died. He was like a perfect character. No Season 2 character is even stronger, I would say. It was a joke. And then they released Fahkumram. And he was arguably, according to Arslan Ash, he was stronger than Launched Leroy. I mean, he was, I don't have access to that character or that patch, but yeah, he was ridiculous. But then they nerfed the shit out of him, so he went from like top 1. Well, depends, all of those characters were hilariously broken at the top. But by the end of Tekken 7, they nerfed him into like bottom 5. He was just not that good. So that's the character I'm gonna show you right now. But what's more interesting is sort of what did he do? What did he specialize in? And he specialized in doing steroids. And being a very, very large man. He had like ridiculous reach. So most notably, he just does a standing free, like a normal kick here. And it's a lot of reach. Like his standing free has a fuck ton of reach. And here he has a ton of follow-ups and options. And this is where we're going to get into like who Fahkumram is. And it's basically hyper oppressive offense. Where he constantly is gambling his health bar because it's so risky. But he just bombards you with mix-ups. Like his down forward 1 has a million extensions. Like he does down forward 1. He can do a down forward 1-2. Down forward 1-2-1. Down forward 1-4. He can do this into a fucking hell sweep if he wants to. Down forward 1. Woo! Twister. Down forward 1-4-1. It's just... Yeah, but from a down forward 1, by the way. And he has many ways of going into mix-ups of that type. In terms of lockdown... oh, thank you, Mike. In terms of lockdown and range, he has his jet thrust kick. Note the reach of this thing. This is a homing launcher. Oh, sorry. It's a homing launcher. And that's +6 on block. It's kind of fair to say that, like, Fahkumram was like Tekken 8 gameplay before Tekken 8. But I'm sure Tekken 8 was already in development by the time they were working on this guy. You can also... it's a dead giveaway as well, that Leroy and Fahkumram, their facial models are 5 times better than the other characters. I think it's sort of also a giveaway that they were already working on Tekken 8. And then they give you in this game Fahkumram and Leroy. So I think they worked on those at the same time. But it sort of feels a little bit like Tekken 8 signature offense in terms of like rush down mix-up and just huge fucking frames. So again, I have a high which locks you down, +6, homing, launcher, and I have a mid while running free if I can do it. If I can do it. That's +9. Actually, I'm gonna side swap here. My while running is better on player 1. So again, +9, mid. Wall splat. And a homing option to shut down your stepping that launches. And it's +6. Also something but so basically he's about range and just insufferable mix-ups. And also he introduced sort of a guard break mechanic. So Fahkumram sort of is the origin of this. So this mechanic that you see quite fairly often in Tekken 8, he had a fuck ton of guard breaks. Like so many guard breaks. So like standing guard. So this string, again, I can do standing free, I can do into jab, I can do all sorts of things from my standing free with a ton of reach. And I can do this. I can cancel this into a kick. This one I can charge. And now I get a guard break, which wall splats you. You know, you see this with Brian's Soul Eraser, right? Fully charged. It wall splats you on block. This is where that originated from. Again, that's on block. So, wall splat. And he has so many of these. So this is just one. Then he has like back 2 free. High low. He can do back 2-1. Safe on block. Can charge this. And there's another guard break, right? Oh, can I do the combo? Huh? God, I haven't played this character in so long. So, Bagoosh. There we go, like so. Another interesting one he had was 4-3. 4-3-4. -5. This could also be charged. Oh, sorry. Like so. This gave a guaranteed down 4. He cannot block this. And high wall splat. So again, guard break mechanic. This is sort of the origin of it. And then he could run you down with infinity range hell sweep. This was also like, oh thanks Julian. This was also like homing. But that was also an unfortunate thing that Tekken 7 introduced, like homing hell sweeps. Like, you know, people give Tekken 8 a lot of shit, but a lot of that garbage was in this game. Like, pretty much homing hell sweep. Leroy had homing hell sweep from neutral. It's locked behind a stance in Tekken 8, but he had it in neutral state in Tekken 7. Lei, pretty much homing hell sweep. Just... And Lei's could launch mini juggle. Disgusting stuff. It could do an infinity reach mid launcher. This has more range than Heihachi's demon uppercut by far. I mean, no, you'd see the reach of this, right? It's a mid launcher that pancake flips. I think he had some interesting jab strings as well, as a 1-2-1. 1-2-1-4. God, what else would we use on this character? It's interesting to note also that on release, his command throw, down for 1+2, which wall splats by the way, does 40 damage. Even does 40 damage when it wall splats. Does full damage.
Thank you for your amazing content. I only started fighting games after I watched one of your videos on Tekken 8, and I reached Tekken God. I'm really satisfied.
You got Tekken God, are you joking?
Thank you so much.
Aren't you very sweet? Thanks for the donation, thanks for kind words, really means a lot. And well, congrats dude, that's pretty fucking insane, dude. It's interesting to note that this throw was actually bugged on release. On release, it had not a 20 frame break window that we associate with command throws, but it had a 14 frame break window. It was almost unbreakable online. So, yeah, this character had many problems on release. Yeah, they're really cool low and down 4. 14 frame startup. So unbelievably fast and a ton of reach. Was launch punishable on block, however. But it was cool on count. Oh, sorry. We can do this in this game. On counter it, you get this throw. Am I stupid? No, it doesn't get that. You have to do this one. Alright. I thought that... No, that would have been busted, maybe. But this looks cool. When he does a standing 4 into it on counter it. Oh, he also had some like really cool sabakis. R-slam. It's his power crush. R-slam. Right, these are his sabakis, which look so fucking cool in my opinion. It's launch punishable on block. No, record. Let's see. Because one is a kick sabaki, right? That there, you see? It's a launching sabaki. Isn't that really sick? I think it looks super cool. And also the kick sabaki is back 3-4. Doesn't that also look super sick? Those are super cool. Some of the coolest sabakis ever, in my opinion. And he was known to have like some of the best punishment of launch as well. His 1-4 is still good here, but this was absurd on launch. It would spin them for like plus 13, I think. His 10 frame. And it would wall splat. He had a wall splatting 10 frame. And then this is his 12 frame. 4-2-1. So here, if we don't back roll, you get this uppercut. And then he would, for 14 frame, this used to guarantee a follow-up, but they removed that. But it was ridiculously strong. And then for 15 frame, down for 2-3. Which has pretty good range. Pretty good range. Oh right, it used to give 4-4-2-1. That's true. Can look at his rage art as well. Caprison. Which is pretty cool. We'll see what it looks like in Tekken 8. And then his rage drive, he would jump like this. 15 frame startup. +1, I think. Yeah, +1. But it's pretty cool. He could do this at the end of a wall combo for huge damage. So that was 100 now. But on launch of this character, that would do way more. Way more. It was probably around like 115 for the same combo. Did a fuck ton of damage. He also got a rage drive low, which gave him more mix-up utility from his stances. So here, can go mid-mid, or mid-mid like this, right? Mid-mid. We have plenty of mid-mid from standing free, the long-range move. But so we could mix that with a health sweep. Rage drive, launching health sweep. Which didn't do a lot of damage, but still, he could place you on the wall with that. And not that minus in -12, right? Not that bad. But, oh yeah, and it's standing free 4. Counter it launcher for, used to be 1,000,000 damage. They nerfed this move. It went through a lot of iterations. If they eventually made it -11, it used to be -9, and used to do 32 damage on counter hit. 32 damage on counter hit. I believe now it only does like 24, 26. Am I stupid? Oopid. Player attacks counter hit. There we go. Sorry. 24. Yeah. Used to do 32. And used to be safe. And a lot of reach. They nerfed that move a fuck ton. The question is what his 3-4 will be like in Tekken 8. I'm sure it will be safe again. But that's basically Fahkumram. Suffocating pressure. You don't know what I'm going to do. Guard break. Super heavy frames if you don't read me properly. Can link stuff like this. Alright, then 4-4-3 +5. +5. So it could link like super oppressive buttons, right? In terms of frames. And here, +6. Mid-high, if I get you to block this. So big frames, right? Big frames. And guard break. So, but super risky. Super risky. But, you know, a pretty cool character. I gotta say, I wasn't overjoyed seeing that he returns. It was sort of a mid-reaction. I expected he would actually be in Season 2. Because he did push quite a bit of DLC. He had some popularity in Tekken 7. And I guess he just, on paper, had more popularity. I would have preferred Bruce in the end. But I guess Fahkumram just had more popularity than Bruce or Josie. So we get Fahkumram. I just wish they would have done more in terms of redesign. It's basically... it's basically good old Fahkumram. You know, roided up guy with anime proportions. We can go with his normal look, right?
Fahkumram. Akuma. Get ready for the next battle.
So it's basically good old Fahkumram, right? Like this. But with a head, what? Headband. Bandana, Muay Thai style. Oh god, and right, and he already here has those thingies on the arms, but they're a bit different. They're more pronounced in Tekken 8. And then he has some other thing above his trunks, at his waist. But it just looks like Fahkumram yet again with... some additional customization. I would have liked more of a complete overhaul of his design. And his proportions are so ridiculous. I think he would look more intimidating if he gave him a more realistic look. He looked a little bit more... Still, he can still be jacked as fuck. He can still be a Hulk. But maybe with more natural proportions would have looked more... almost more intimidating. He looks a little bit goofy. But maybe that's the point. I don't know. So yeah, very mid reaction from me with it being him. More of a red alert for me would have been like people forget a bit. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. I think they sort of forget. A lot of people forget how cancerous this roster was. In my opinion, Tekken 7 has the worst roster out of any Tekken game. In terms of pound for pound toxic characters. So red alert for me would have been Fahkumram. I see as he's behind here. Fahkumram I see as like mid. Awesome to me would have been like, oh my god, it's Kazumi, or it's Ancient Ogre, or it's Armor King. That would have been like, whoa, you blew my mind. Fahkumram is sort of mid. I'm just like, yeah, yes and no. But, you know, red alert for me, it's like Kuni, Ganryu, Bob, Lei, Lucky Chloe, Katarina. Did I mention Kuni? Like, that to me is like red alert. Like, oh no. So Fahkumram is not a disaster, but we also have to see what we're doing to his gameplay. What is the gameplay trailer going to look like? But yeah, Kazumi would have been cool. Kazumi would have been cool. Marduk is like nuclear disaster. I talk a lot about how toxic Marduk is, so which is good. You know, I play this character a lot, and I'm very open. About him being a toxic character, and I feel like all of the community talks a lot about Marduk, like the most about Marduk being the most toxic character. But like, do you think this is better? Like, I don't know, or this, or this, or this, or this. Or this, or this, Or this? Or this? I'd fight 10 Marduks rather than 1 Lei, and I mean that. So I wonder if it's because I talk a lot about Marduk. But I'm just saying, like, those of you who are Alyssa mains, or if you go online right now and play Tekken 8, you'll see a lot of Alyssas. Like, she's arguably top 1, and she can be piloted by a hamster with Alzheimer's that only has 1 paw. Like, you know, if you want to talk about toxic, insufferable characters, Marduk is a piece of shit. But I'm a bit surprised how people talk about Marduk so much, but it's like, you already have it much worse. Like, or people speaking highly of Lei. Oh, I want Lei to return. Lei is one of the most toxic characters they've ever created. To the point where even Ulsan, who typically does not have very strong opinions, I don't pay attention to Twitter, but someone had linked it to me. He said that he answered someone saying, oh, we want Lei back, we want Lei back. And Ulsan just answered, no. Just because 2 people want to play Lei, that doesn't justify torturing the rest of us for 10 years. And he has a point. So yeah, this is also a bit of a comment on how people look at Tekken 7 with rose-tainted glasses. Like, playing this game in ranked was just... And this is without me even mentioning Akuma, Geese, this character. Our own little Twilight vampire here was toxic as fuck. As fuck. This game... this is the worst roster in any Tekken game. You know. Oh my god, and Negan? Oh, did I mention Noctis? I mean, this game, you never run out! You never run out of awful characters in this game. But so, yeah, a bit of a side tangent here. But so that's my little recap of Fahkumram. Hope you all have a great day. Oh, my mouse. Where's my mouse? Here we go. Tekken 8 is becoming the same thing, though. Tekken 8 isn't even close. Not even close to Tekken 7. But everyone talks great about Tekken 7. They also talk great about Tag 2, which should immediately have you dismiss your opinion in 1 second. Sorry, but it's just ignorance talking. They have no clue what we're talking about. Are you not going to upload the Tekken 8 tier list? I'm going to upload that. It's up to my editor when it goes up. It's not up to me. He decides. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do some viewer matches. LT, I'm not trying to dog on Tekken 7. It's saved Tekken. And Tekken 7 is a great game. It really is. People mean that Tekken 7 is fundamentally a better game, with the roster and 2D characters ruining it. I don't know if it's fundamentally a better game. Beige Master, Adolescence is a masterpiece. It is simply a masterpiece. I sent you a timestamp on the DBD match with the bug. What you need to send me timestamps of are not bugs, but when you are absolutely miserable playing DBD. Those are the timestamps I need. So you can fill my soul with joy. Madranix, we are going to try and give other people a chance now. I can't play against the same people every single day. We need to let other people play as well. That goes for you, Baba, as well. Thank you. We need to give other people a chance. Is this a new guy? I don't recognize the name. Nah, Baba, you do realize there's many other people who would like to play, and they never get the chance. Every single day they don't get the chance. So those of you who play every day, you're going to have to take a step back now. Heihachi Meshima. My god, it's Heihachi Meshima. So we're gonna do this for a while, and I'm going to start the coaching in 1 hour's time. We'll start the coaching, and then from lunchtime I'm gonna play ranked. All the killers are bugged at the moment. But Wesker has been bugged since his release, though. So. But there's more bugs, I guess. That was a good interrupt. Wait. I dropped my electric. And then I lose the round because I dropped an electric. Oh, yeah. Damn, fast electric, dude. God, we've seen so many insane Mishima players lately. Nice stop. Nice delay. Nice delay. Damn. Good stuff.
Round 3. Fight.
Wait. Damn, strong Kazuya. Strong Kazuya. Good power crush. Nice. Good power crush. Maybe, oh god, maybe I should have warmed up. I'll play. Will I ever play Paul again? Of course, why would I drop Paul? Ah, bad. I haven't warmed up, you can tell. Dropping so much. Jesus! I can't do a single combo. Oh, he has only 190 matches. Okay. He does scarred. He does scarred. Okay. I does. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? God, it's too early for sweat of this level, man. Too early. This guy has 23 hours in Tekken 8. I've never seen Mishima gameplay like this with 23 hours. Dude, super good.
Round 2. Fight.
Sounds like a second account. You fake? You fake? No, he's only been playing for a day and he's a high-level Mishima player. No, it's probably not a second account.
Round 3. Fight.
A super good gameplay, dude. But why a Smurf account? Like, why do people gotta be such fucking wankers? Just, I don't know.
Heihachi Mishima.
Arslan said he's gonna come back and win Evo. He's gonna win everything. Okay, and who's he playing now?
Get ready for the next battle.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Arslan is gonna body everyone. Okay. I like the confidence. Green rank. I just wonder how many nerfs on a character basis will we see in this patch. Nice stuff. What?
Round two. Fight.
I mean, well, Arslan's still playing Ninabo. Yeah, there's a lot of Lars in rank. I'd rather fight Lars than Alyssa though. I get more Alyssa than Lars. Big respect to Arslan, he's a beast, but I can't stand the disrespect from Pakistani audience. The disrespect from the Pakistani audience, okay. I mostly see people hate on Arslan and Pakistan. I don't know, maybe that's what I see. People seem to hate Arslan and Pakistan.
Get ready for the next battle.
I see more than that than anything. But maybe I've missed something. I don't know.
Round 1.
Undermining Nee's victory. I mean, don't they have a point though? Like, the strongest Tekken region wasn't there. Of course they have a fucking point. Wait, is that launch? Is that launch? That's not launch, and he can camp. Okay. The full string, that I know, the full string is minus 15. Nice step. Damn, people just can't stop ducking there. They can't stop ducking.
Round 4. Fight.
Join everyone.
Yo, thanks for a donation, Kaz. Thanks. If you wanna join my room, you have to wait until the current player exits, and then it shows up, and you can join.
Round 1. Fight.
Why can't I see your legs? Because I don't have any legs. Oh, nice one. Oops, bad combo. Save my heat. Oh, you duck! What the fuck, TGA? Why would you duck there? And then he heat smash.
Round 2.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Wow, nice parry. Jesus.
Round 3. Fight.
Sweaty mornings for old main man. Oi, that was bad. Nice sidestep. Stuck? No. Now he did not duck. Now he did not duck again. And now Rage Art. Jesus, it's the Evo finals. And you dive kick, you son of a bitch!
Round 1.
Sometimes I get the feeling that my viewers like really want to beat me at Tekken. Nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Wow, nice electric. Richard, how many matches on this dude? I parried, but can't parry a jumping attack.
Round 3. Fight.
Nice block. 380. Okay. So nothing. He could still duck! Wow.
Round 4. Fight.
Nice, dude! This guy is insane. He's fucking insane.
Fight.
Do you think it would be cool to see Kazuya in the cast? I feel like another devil would be kinda lit to play.
Dude, TGA, holy shit, what a gin. Sick stuff. Doom Guy, thanks for a donation. Do you think it would be cool to see Devil Reina in the cast? What? Devil Reina in the cast? Man, I don't know. Maybe? That Heat Smash. Oh, that's you. TGA streams. You stream. That Heat Smash is a joke at the wall. It's so fun hearing that from a Jin main. Of all people.
Heihachi Mishima.
Yo, Ducky. How are you, man? We should record some more videos soon.
Get ready for the next battle.
Not downplaying my own. You do realize your Heat Smash is mine, but on steroids, right? Like, your Heat Smash is better in every single way. So maybe, you know, look in the mirror a little bit. Well played.
Round 1.
Oh, I Heihachi. Okay. What? Up. Oh, fast electric. Nanda yo. Maku.
Fight.
Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Does he say haram when he does 1-2? I believe he does.
Round 1.
Haram.
Fight.
Haram! Oj. Fan. Haram! Oops. Ouch. Haram!
Round 2. Fight.
Why is there so much hate for Fahkumram? At this point, I think it's mostly just people want to hate everything. To be honest, I just think people hate for the sake of hating. To be honest, I think a lot of content creators are also quite afraid of saying anything positive about Tekken right now, because it's so politically correct to just shit on the game all the time. So I think you see a lot of that, you know. People want to fit in. You fit in right now by saying that everything is shit. What is this fucking lag, buddy? How is it simply based on hating? They're re-releasing the same DLC again for you to pay for. You're exactly what I'm talking about. You are hating for the sake of hating. You are exactly the person I was talking about. Yes. This guy is really good. Damn, the damage.
Round 4. Fight.
Disregards my statement altogether to shill for the game. Yeah, again, you are exactly what I'm talking about. You do not think for yourself. You regurgitate Twitter and want to fit in. Everything is bad. Anyone that enjoys Tekken 8 is a shill, paid by the evil corporate man. And every single character you've received before should be base roster. Base roster should be 60 characters. Yeah, you don't think for yourself. You just hate. You proved my point. Yes. Nice interrupt. You haven't proven anything. Me. You do realize you haven't even said anything yet. According to you, people who like the game are shills. In my opinion, a statement of a moron. In my opinion. And then you said that these DLCs should have been base roster, right? That sentiment. Again, statement of a moron. In my opinion. You have said nothing. So, do you have any ideas of your own? Or are you just going to repeat and regurgitate what you've read on Twitter and Reddit? Or do you have thoughts of your own? I'm just wondering.
Get ready for the next battle.
Well, Clatomp, is my game stuttering? Or what? Like, ooh. No! He ducked it? Jeez.
Round 2. Fight.
No. No, not a gigantic swing. Let's not forget they re-released Heihachi after saying he was permadead. And thank God for that, because he's a fucking masterpiece. thank God. I couldn't be happier that Heihachi is back. Right. So don't say you speak for all Tekken fans, right? Because you don't. Preach. Oh, class up. Yeah, yeah, okay. So my PC is fine. Nice. It makes the story have 0 weight. As opposed to what? When did the Tekken story have weight, sir? I'll wait. Tekken 4. Yeah, but Tekken 4 is also the game that magically resurrected Kazuya. He fell down into a volcano, and then they said, but he sorta missed the lava, and he's back. He didn't die. So, you know. But, you know, I like that. I liked that Kazuya came back, because I love Kazuya. That's why I like that Heihachi is back, because I love Heihachi. I don't want to play a Tekken without these characters. Man, I'm willing to do Marvel stuff as long as it happens to his character. You gotta understand, like, when you watch Marvel, in my opinion, it's not a video game. You're looking for a story, in my opinion, that has some form of depth and is profound. But that's not to be found in Marvel. It's like an anime. No one dies. Goku always comes back. That's why I think that stuff is stupid. And I'm not a huge fan, right? But that's why I don't watch Dragon Ball or Marvel. I watch other stuff. Like, for example, Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. You know, bar the later seasons. When you play Tekken, you don't play Tekken for the story. I just don't give a shit. I play Tekken for its highly sophisticated gameplay. And there, I don't give a shit what they have to do in the story to get Heihachi back or Kazuya back. I want them as playable characters. But I'm sure you understand the distinction between a video game and a movie. Yes. Wait, did he rematch? Or is this someone else? Nee's last tweet is so wholesome. What did he say? Who's playing a fighting game from a story? Apparently half of a chat. No, a couple of people in the chat. I did it, 40 years old this year. Since Tekken 8 dropped, my results have been rough. People said I was done, washed up, too old to compete. Why does he even mention the haters? Why do you even mention the haters? But nice tweet though.
Round 1.
Attack on Titan are some of the best pieces of media out there. I think Attack on Titan is not very good personally, but that is just one man's opinion. I should probably watch Andor. There are a lot of good things about it. That was so bad. Take it back. I'm sorry, Danimaz. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it was good. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie just to appease other people. Can we get Iron Hand here? Ah, dropped it. Bagoosh. Did I stop after a couple of episodes? I watched 13 episodes of season 1. But it was work to watch it. I really pushed myself. But after 13 episodes, I just said I just can't take this anymore. Clammy, thanks for giving Skunk a sub. Thanks. Thirteen episodes is more than fair. It's absolutely more than fair.
Round 1. Fight.
Shit, I messed up.
Round 2. Fight.
What? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that was sick. That was sick. Yo, thanks, Erika. That was good. I'll take a risk now and do that. Nice.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, what a side stuff. Why does that drop? Heihachi's Fujin stance 2 is -10. Yeah. Yeah, good games. I'm just gonna take a quick shit and then I'll be back. But we'll start the coaching soon. Thanks for waiting. Heihachi Mishima Maku. 100 finger push-ups. God, I want to get good at pull-ups. I can do 3 of them right now. It's just, it's so difficult.
For the next battle.
I've been doing too much benching. I've done too little for my back, unfortunately. Yeah.
Round 1.
Be a man and play Kazuya. Well, I played Kazuya for 30 years, you know. My man card is pretty safely locked in my wallet, you know.
Do you think the Tekken team will make it balanced and fair?
Thanks for a donation. Blown out of proportion. Oh, I talked about this earlier. I think people are just negative for the sake of being negative right now. Nice sidestep, dude. Nice. Be an old man and stay with Heihachi. Yeah, but even Kazuya, you know, is older than me. Kazuya is 49. All my characters are older than me, which says something.
Round 2. Fight.
Do some lat pull downs. I do lat pull downs, but I've only been doing lat pull downs, and I think that's a problem. You need to do more back exercises. Good one, good one. Get plenty of sleep too. Dude, I get my sleep, don't worry. This is a very good Ryan. Richard, how many matches on this gentleman? $600 games. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, something's fucked with this guy. Yeah, but he's not a Fujin, no jibbies. I think a lot of people who choose to play in my matches are like Tekken enthusiasts who just don't play ranked. Oh, that's a shame. And he's up. He's very good. And he's beyond what a Fujin was season 1. But I still remember in season 1 playing in player matches against Fujins who are high level players. But then when I coach Fujin ranks, they're not very good. So I play a lot against enthusiasts in my player matches who don't really play ranked. They play player matches. And I think that's this guy is one of those players. Very good. Oh, nice power push. Nice stuff. Stayed on the ground. Very nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Mango, what rank are you? You're Tekken King. Dude, well done. Well done. He doesn't need... Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Emperor soon on Heihachi. Too late.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, Erika. No, I can't wait to see you play ranked. See if I can pick stuff up from your Heihachi. I'm late. This guy is so fucking BS with his ranked. Or his rank. This is a high level Brian player. He doesn't play ranked, yes. He just doesn't play ranked. But there's a lot of people like this. Yeah, I mean, Fisher, Mighty Ruler is a decent level right now. But yeah, this guy is clearly above that. Yeah. GG. This guy was a Smurf. Okay. Was he laggy, but I don't remember. Yo, Cheese, well played. Dude, you just don't play ranked, or... I mean, again, I'm not blaming you. It's just that you could get a decent rank, dude. Play Biryani. Lord Biryani.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Yeah, but dude, you're a great player. If you do return, you know, you could get a sick rank, I think. I'm excited for Fahkumram. Mildly. You're kidding. And I'm dead. Yeah, he is laggy, as I remembered. Right, it was very hard punishing him.
Hey TMM, thanks for the content. Wanted to negotiate if we could put my vampire kitchen TM.
Lambo, thanks for 15 months. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Now he doesn't duck. Nice mix up. Oi! Bad. Nice! Dude, that was sick! God, that's so broken! It's just so broken that he can do that! You're joking! 1-2-1 throw. Oh, nice while running. No wall splat. Do we hate king players here? I don't hate king players. Isn't that a 1+2 break? That's a punish, but it's too laggy. Oh. My face says otherwise. No, I'm just playing. This guy plays super cheesy at 130 MS. It's like when you play against a king with lag, it's not fun. Yeah, it's not fun. Had this been a good connection, it would have been okay. But I can't break his throws. Hey, I broke a throw. Nice delay. Nice delay. He's doing so much stuff that on a good connection would kill him. But with this amount of lag, you almost can't deal with it. So it's very unfair. Didn't confirm. Right. Nice, nice. His reads on that mix-up, very good. Nice delay, nice delay.
Final round. Fight.
No, but come on, I broke it. Did he select this stage? That tracks. That tracks. That works! Oh my god. And I'm dead. And I'm dead.
Round one. Fight.
I gotta say, I'm getting really tired of playing as laggy kings. This guy isn't even the only one. Like, Luttony as well. It's just fucking insufferable. Is he a brawler? Absolutely. This guy's a green rank. Absolutely. Oh, Donald. Yeah, no. Playing as King with lag is... The character is suddenly double S tier, I would say. With a lot of lag. You literally can't break his throws. RKO is a complete guessing game. How do you read that every time, man? Now he'll duck. Yep. Told you. I don't know how he does that. I'm sorry? Zip, zap, zoobidoo bop. Okay, this is the last one, and then we'll do coaching.
Get ready for the next battle.
Round one. Fight.
Nice block. Almighty, I get a lot of repeats, like the same people joining every day, but I'm gonna get better at filtering those guys out so other people can play. There's too many people that never get to play. Flammo, good morning. I'm streaming tomorrow, yes. Good games so far. Yeah, pretty good games, I think. Oi, fuck. You miss Heihachi's old voice actor. Has he ever had a bad voice actor though? This guy does an amazing fucking job. Oh, good game. It's kind of nice that he plays Kazuya and Lily. Could a mod please give me a name? Just someone who needs coaching. Oh, thanks, Richard. Gamers are oppressed. Okay. So I'll do like 2 hours of coaching and then we'll play ranked. I'm looking at RPG Master, I assume. Okay.
Get ready for the next battle.
Round 1. Fight. Over here.
So immediately we are in Tenryu. So that's basically old Fujin. So typically here we see like no matchup knowledge. Basically a lot of autopilot gameplay typically. People don't think too much about what we're doing, they go through the motions. That was a nice step by the Steve. And this is not a fun matchup for Kazuya players in general, but here, yeah, that's launch punishable. So here, if you want to do something easy, if you want to sacrifice your heat, you can just do... Well, I mean, I guess I can show it. So here, you get back to your feet. So that's easy, right? So down for the 1-2. Down for the 1-2 is just easy. If you don't want to give up heat, you can do that into wake up. It's very strong. But if you don't know this is launch punishable, I'm at least looking for a punish here. Like at least a flash punch. But here you do nothing. That's a bit bad. Always gotta do a punish. If you're unsure, just flash punch. Just flash punch. So here you took a gigantic risk. I love a baguette on the back, by the way. You took a huge risk. The thing is, like, even Steve can launch this now in Season 2 with up for 2. You have to learn to confirm this. If you see that it's blocked, on reaction, hold forward. So that you dash out of it. Nice flash punch. Wow, what the fuck did you did a get up kick here, I assume. Yeah, okay, get up free. It happens. Oi, 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 yes. Here Steve can Sonic Fang. Nice twin piston. I love that you didn't rage right there. Nice.
Round 2. Fight. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here.
Are you on a new controller? Like you're moving here, looking good, and then you jump? Maybe you're stressed? Okay. I don't know why you ducked here, but this is matchup knowledge, but like, why duck Steve? But that's matchup knowledge. Remember that you have a nice punch parry with Kazuya, so don't let him get away with like flailing completely for free. Especially in Season 2, parries are... they are gold. So remember you have a punch parry. Wow. This is what I'm talking about. Like, even before I see you play, autopilot. We've already seen this interaction before, and now he throws you again. No throw break. default throw, and then you do another get up kick, and he does another orbital. You guys are autopiloting. This is autopilot Tekken. No one is focusing or being aware of what we're doing. You need to think when you play. What did he do last time? What should I not be doing? You need to actively, if you want to improve, you know, you need to actively think about your decision making during the matches. What is he doing? How do I counter it? Nice Scourge. You want to do more of that against Steve. And against everyone, to be honest. Scourge is busted. It's stupid. I'm even unsure of the frames here. Is it minus 13? Minus 12. So again, why did you do a throw here? You know, I'm just looking to see you do flash punches here. Or back 1-2. Whatever. Just punishing. Again. He's... Surely you know this is punishable. It's so painful seeing a Kazuya player at Tenryu or Mighty Ruler just not even doing a basic 10 frame punish like flash punch and all of this stuff. It's so easy. It's so easy. Just 1-1. Even if you're unsure of the frames. Just 1-1. If it's blocked, you're -1. You took no risk. But surely you know that's punishable. But even then, again, just 1-1. And if you see it connect, add the third hit and take the vortex. You can't let stuff like that slide. Unacceptable as a Kazuya player. You don't get a lot of openings as a Kazuya player. So the ones you get, you flash punch into vortex. Oh, okay.
Round 4. Fight.
Oh yeah, outfox is difficult. It's very difficult. Dumb string. Really dumb string. Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. Don't get a lot of openings. Has down for 2. You consider Kazuya's down for 2 an opening. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see. Versus King, maybe? Could be interesting.
Get ready for the next battle.
It is. Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
I like the jab checking. Keep him honest. Good stuff. So you like back to 4-1, which is cool. But I would only use this to sometimes close out a round. This is just a bad habit that you don't want to carry with you to higher ranks. In higher level of play, you have a good chance of seeing back to 4 ducked. And again, like you're -14 on the last hit. So I would just stop using this string. Or using it once in a while, but it shouldn't be a staple in your offense, I would say. So you were a bit late here and the king pressed into your twin pistons. Your punishment is non-existent. You have to take a look at that. Replay mode is really good here. Well, replay mode is very good here. What could I have punished? You're playing a character that's very defensive in nature. So anytime someone is -10, you have to be there with your punish. I can't stress that enough. Again, back to 4-1 is a bad habit. You are autopiloting. You are flowcharting. This is the 5th time you've done forward 4 into down forward 2, which is a nice frame trap, but everyone has respected it so far. So you need to go to the 2nd layer, which is not the autopilot. You shouldn't be doing down forward 2 no matter what. You should be paying attention to what your opponent is doing. If he's always respecting that, do forward 4 and then take another mix-up. Maybe do... You need to play around with mix-ups. Like, for example, if I know he's going to respect this, I can try to do another one and then down forward 2. Like so, right? Or you can try... to do a hell sweep here. Just go to the next layer, so to say. You get it? Yeah, I don't know if Kazuya is the character you are going to focus on, like you're a Kazuya main, but punishment is 50% of your character. Like, punishing is really important in any level of play, but at these ranks, like, a victor gets away with having 0% punishment, or 10% punishment. At any level of play, Kazuya is 50% punishment. That's how much you rely on it. And so far it's been a kind of a 0 out of 10, your punishment. So, and again, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to tell you like it is. So I implore you to, is that a word? To work on your punishment. Like, it needs to step up a lot. Nice twin piston. They both don't know what they're doing. Yes, and that's why we coach people, because no one is high level day one, right? There's a new Virtua Fighter trailer. I mean, if you're talking about Wolf, that's not a trailer. Again, like, terrible habit. Yeah, that was nice. So again, here a better route. Oh, I'm not allowed to take over. Now I'm allowed. This is just a better route in my opinion. And here, as you know you're not getting a wall, you can go for Oki. So I like doing something like this. You do this, and then you can do back to 4 into Oki, which is really strong. So just some advice on combos here. good heat smash. Nice, very nice. Okay. Oh, okay. If you want the easy long-range punish when someone whiffs from far away, forward free is very good. So yeah, Rising Sun, just stop. Nice double fist. Into throw, okay. You haven't seen this move that much, I guess. But yeah, it's like Snake Edge speed. You should be able to block or low parry. Nice punish. Guys, do we gotta shit talk so much in the chat? It's okay to be new or be intermediate, right? Why do we gotta be so fucking mean? Like, I also sucked when I didn't have that many hours. I also sucked ass at Tekken. Like, can we be a little bit respectful, for God's sakes? Punish the hop kick. Nice. More of that. Again, I cannot... this is just matchup knowledge. But it's like, yeah, stuff like this just should not be working. But I get it. You haven't seen it enough, I assume. $500 hours into Tekken 8 and I still don't know King's 10 hits. Dude, a pro player at EVO Japan 8 to 10 hit. I don't remember who it was. One of the best players in the world 8 to 10 hit and it closed out the round. Yeah. Don't underestimate how strong 10 hits are in terms of knowledge check. So again, this is quite a bit above your level, but like here, mid-high spring, gotta duck those. Especially, you know, King's 4-2-1. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot to work on here. A lot to work on. How do you play Kazuya at his core? What are you looking for? The importance of punishing with the character. What moves do we use? That's a little bit all over the place. Okay, so you have a Yoshi as well. And you have a Brian. Okay. And then we... Let's see. I think I'll just watch the Kazuya gameplay. Versus a Fengwei. Okay.
Get ready for the next battle.
Why don't I try to mention poking? Are you actually backseating my coaching? Do you want to take over the coaching? Is that what this guy should focus on? Poking with Kazuya? Or... So again, here forward 4 into down for 2 paid off. So again, I would just yet again try and set that up and see if this guy is just always gonna press after a forward 4. There's a high likelihood. Unfortunate combo drop. I would save sidestep for 1 for combos, but this guy just seems unable to block. That was good. That was good.
Round 2. Fight.
Exactly. Exactly. This is good. So you do that, and probably this guy is autopiloting, he'll never learn, and he presses yet again. I would just stress this mix-up on him until he stops pressing there, and then you go to the second layer, which is, what can we do when he's blocking? Can we set up a Patricide Fist for even more pressure? Down for 1 series, Hell Sweep. And a good combo. Well done. Well done. Much unfortunate that you dropped the wall combo, but that was much better. No punish on the Hell Sweep. Forward 4 into forward 4. Nice.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing. Quite the masher. So again, you drop a Patricide Fist here, but here you have a right idea. This guy will never learn. Try to always set up forward 4, down for 2. There's no need to complicate your offense here. Just do this over and over and you will win against this guy. Do it again. I feel like if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Like you should just be stressing that mix-up. Okay. Nice. Nice Patricide. Good, you punished. Very good. Forward 4, just here. I wouldn't even risk a Hell Sweep. Just forward 4 here. Like here. Oh. I would just do that. Because there's such a high likelihood of him just mashing. So at forward 4, you take no risk, really, right? So I would just keep, rinse, repeat what has worked, right? So I wouldn't even risk doing a Hell Sweep. Why take that risk when we know he just mashes into everything anyway? You don't need a low here at all. Nice one. Well played. Okay, 5.
Get ready
What
for the
characters were
next
most fun
battle.
to play against? Man, I don't know.
Round 1.
Lee, Kazuya, probably. Very good. Nice one.
Round 2.
Dude, what's up with the key charging constantly? Gotta work a little bit on your mental here, dude. You gotta remember, like, if you're... Well, as soon as I see someone key charging, I think of salty, butthurt people. You know, and it just shows that you're emotional when you play the game. And that's never gonna work, you know. The more you're emotional when you play, the less you're going to learn and focus. Again, here you give up your momentum. No point in doing this string, in my opinion. Nah, you almost had it. Almost had it.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay. It's funny how when you do, I mean, do the combo, that's fun. But when you get a down for 2, you do the right combo. But when you get the Demon God Fist, you do the Fujinarakan route, where I think you should just do the same combo, this one, right? Just keep doing that combo. Why not? Key charge? Yeah, you tried, but you misinputted. Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna 3-4 again. Good throw. I think I've seen what I need to see. So first off, I would just try and calm down a little bit. Like, you know, everything comes together. You know, a lot of intermediate players are can be emotional when they play. A lot of people are very salty playing competitive games, but you gotta try and rise above that, because if you truly want to improve, which I assume you want to because you signed up for coaching, you have to try and put that behind you. You gotta, if you wanna compete and be competitive, emotions, you gotta leave that outside. And when you play the game, you need to be calculated and focused and rational. And try to read patterns. What am I doing? What is he doing? The more you're emotional, and take it from me, you know, I've been there, the worse you play. And it deeply affects your decision making. And it also leads to situations where it just gets worse and worse, and you play worse and worse, and then you don't want to even play the game. You know, it's just, that's just step number one. And this is probably also partly why you autopilot so much, because you are emotional. You just go through the motions and you're not thinking clearly. A lot of people at these ranks, they just do things for the sake of doing things, and then hopefully it works. But that's not how you should be playing the game. You should always be going, why am I using a certain attack at a certain time? And this also leads to you having super bad habits that you should get rid of now, because they don't work now that well, and they are certainly not going to work if you're planning on becoming a Fujin rank. So this applies to you using Rising Sun, this applies to you using back to 4-1, this applies to you using mix-up utility like forward 4, but you're not even paying attention to why are you using forward 4. To you, all forward 4 is a setup for down for 2, because it's a frame trap. That's all that move is to you. But you gotta think a bit further ahead than that, which is, but what if they don't press into my down for 2, abolishing fist? What do I do then? You are simply, no matter what response your opponent is giving you, you are just doing down for 2. That's all forward 4 is to you. It's a setup for down for 2. But it's more than that, because you have a second layer, which is the natural, like, he didn't press now after forward 4. What do I do then? Can I set up a patricide fist if he just blocks? Because that sort of resets the situation, right? Can I do a down back 4? Can I hell sweep? Almost everything I see on screen is a result of you not thinking. Autopiloting for various reasons. And then it's the basic, what character am I playing? What is he good at? Well, half this character is punishing. And I have to be fair to you in that, especially the last match, there was some nice punishment. But many matches you looked, I mean, it was like 0 out of 10. You literally looked like someone who had just picked up Kazuya. Maybe a Nina player who's trying Kazuya. I'm not even seeing the basic, like, flash punch. I didn't even see flash punch attempt. And I'm not even saying you tried to flash punch and it was blocked. I'm just saying I didn't even see the attempt at checking is something punishable. Which is the obvious, just you block, 1-1. And then if it connects, you add the third hit. That is the essence of this character. That's step 1 of this character. And I don't see you do it. And it's just, it always takes me aback. And you're not the only one I've seen. I've coached other Kazuyas who don't do that. And to me, it's really, that's the first thing you focus on with this character. The electric is not the most important attack. The flash punch is. The flash punch is. Because I've said it a million times, the most important thing about the flash punch is not the 25 damage, it's the knockdown into vortex, which is your strongest asset. So you is my stream still up? What? Right. YouTube is still up. But I've never seen this before. I literally got an issue I've never seen. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Did I get hacked or something? It said my stream key is not viable anymore on Twitch. Did someone change my key? Like, Red Rum, thanks for a year. Okay, I'm gonna see what happens now. Did something happen to Twitch or? No? No, YouTube is still up. It's Twitch. Other streams are fine. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming I didn't just get banned. Yeah, I can't go live on Twitch. Check the key if it's okay. Restart OBS. I can't restart the Twitch stream. I can't restart it. I'm gonna try reconnecting my account. Yes. Okay. No thanks. I can't reboot the stream. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go off stream from YouTube as well and see if if restarting OBS does anything. So hopefully I'm back in 2 seconds. If I don't come back live again, then I guess it means I have a massive problem. So hopefully I come back again. Great. Is the YouTube live again? Is the YouTube live again? YouTube is back. Okay, great. So that was very annoying. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the advice for gamers are oppressed. If I'm just saying, like, if you want to focus Kazuya, just all of those basic things I mentioned, try to apply them in your gameplay. And again, focus your best moves, which is Electric, Devil Fist, Patricide Fist, down back 4, forward 4, Hell Sweep, you know, forward 3, those moves. And you know, if you like strings, if you want to use strings, I would just do back 2-2 or down foot 3-2-1 charge up. Do those strings. Yeah, Erika, jab is like the best move in the game. You need to focus more on that. Yeah. Alpha returns. Okay, thank you, Richard. Thanks. Let's see. Replay online. Okay, so we're looking at a law. I'm just gonna heat up some food quickly. I'm getting so hungry. Okay, I'm gonna plug in my DualSense. It's just nice to use a pad when doing coaching. Remove that. There we go. 1 second. Guys, I'll just take a few minutes to eat. And then we do.